Hey everyone, Eyal here, and I wanted to go over the sound section in BeatScholar. Let's say I play a preset. Right? You can see that as I'm playing, the different drums will light up, and these are the drums that play the different sounds that we have, which by default are the built-in sounds. So first of all, you can change the kit, right? You can play and change to a whole other kit. And you can also do more fine grain control. So let's say I'm in the kick here, and the kick, first of all, I have the actual samples that are loaded. The kick has two layers. So this will be the top layer, and this will be the bottom layer. And we can kind of mix them in some way. And we can change the sample. So let's start here and browse the presets. And same with here. So we can create our own kick. Also, there's one-shot mode here. So one-shot mode means that if it's on, I can hit whatever length and the sample will be played fully. Let's pick a longer sample. Or maybe something like this. So I just hit very short key press and it's going to play fully. If I turn it off, then it's going to respond to the speed of my play, right? So if I hold this for a long time, it's going to be long. And if I hold it short, it's going to be short, which is important if you use something like the sequencer section, where let's solo like on this lane and just take this drum here. So if this means that without this mode, it's going to sound different if I have, right, 8 notes, or right, this will be longer. And this, with I don't know, a very short one, right? So this allows me to control the length of the notes via the sequencer as well. Next, you can also load your own samples in there. So you can just click here. And I don't know, picking a sample from my computer. I have no idea what this is. 808 claps. So just put a clap here and right, it's going to work with the clap, or remove it to go back to the factory sounds. You can also just drag and drop files either here or into one of the pads. Over here, we have an attack and damping controls. Attack will make the sound fade in. So might mean more if I have a longer sample like that one. Right, so, and maybe is what I'm looking for. Damp, when you're in one-shot mode, will control the length of the note. So this is the full length, but if I take this all the way up, it's very short, so I can kind of tweak that to get the desired length. Over here, we have pitch and fine controls. To turn up and down, this is by semitones, and this is more fine grain controls. All of our sliders will be reset if you Alt or Option click them, and then they'll go back to the center. And you can also double click to input a precise number, like 50. Over here, we have the pair drum voice controls. So one is a high-pass filter. Let's switch to something like the hi-hat, for example. So high-pass filter is very useful to make this thinner. Here we have the low-pass filter with resonance controls. Over here, we have the drive. Let's make this shorter. Over here, we have the compressor. And over here, we have the crush. Over here, you can control the panning and volume. And here we have auxiliary effects. So here we have, for example, the room reverb. Pretty short. The longer reverb. Parallel drum distortion. And a gain setting for that parallel drum distortion. Over here at the end, we have master controls. So these are controlling the entire kit. So let's play our entire sound without the solo. Right? And now I can just use the cutoff here. This will give me a low pass over the whole thing. More resonance, maybe. This will crush the entire kit. And this will compress. All right. Other than that, you can also turn off specific sections. So if you click here on the preset menu, you can turn off either the entire sampler or the auxiliary or the master sections, which is important if you're working in a DAW. That's it. Have fun with making sounds in BeatScholar.